Hi, welcome to our allotment. We wanted to show you around. We've had this plot for 3 seasons, going into our 4th season, so that's about 3 years, and it measures 5 rods in size. Last year we also decided to rent a second plot, so we're going to show you around now. Come, let's take a little walk. So as you can see, we have quite a few beds in our allotment, and this is pretty much how we found it when we started renting it. And what we found is that it's easier to work in beds because it just breaks things up a little bit and makes things more manageable. We've also taken advantage of wood chips on the pathways, and that helps to keep down the weeds. So because we're going into the season now, our allotment doesn't look like much. It looks quite dry, and we haven't worked the land. The land's been resting for a little while, since last October. But as you can see, there are a few beds that are, still seem to have some beetroot here actually, which is quite interesting. God's been good. So I showed you the beds. We also have a propagator, which is here, and we've got rocket salad in it at the moment, and that seems to be generating more and more seedlings. And as you can see, we've got some open sections which are covered over, and this is where we typically tend to plant our squashes, so pumpkins, things like potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn, all of that goes in these beds which are covered at the moment. We're also blessed with a greenhouse which we use, and that has a shade cloth over it so that our vegetables and our little seedlings don't get burnt. And then behind you we've got an elderberry tree which yields a lot, and we make lovely cordial. And we've got a shed as well, and a few composting bins just over there. So this is allotment plot 1, and I'm just going to take you over to the second plot. You'll see that it's very different in how it's set up. But luckily everything's in close proximity. So this doesn't have planters per se, it's all pretty open, and this, we've got an absolutely lovely rosemary bush. I'll just pick some for you. Look how big this is. It's massive, and it just keeps on giving. Look at that. Fresh rosemary. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous in food. It's gorgeous as a tea as well. If you crush the leaves and you just put hot water on it with a bit of honey, it makes gorgeous tea. Rosemary has loads of positive medicinal properties as well, so I'm going to take this home with me. But yeah, our plot's quite open actually, so it's very different. We also have given Philip's dad part of this plot, and he's gonna kind of grow potatoes and squashes, and I think he's gonna plant some onions. And we're gonna try an exciting thing. So every year we try something new. 2 years ago we decided to plant sweet potato, and it came out really lovely. And then last year we decided to plant some wheat, and the wheat, actual wheat berries, what flour's made from, that came out really well. So this year we're going to use half of our plot to just plant wheat. Yeah, and then I guess we're yet to decide what the rest of the plot will be, but I'm sure it will be kind of potatoes and squashes and things of that nature.
Hi guys, so yeah, first things first on this plot. As you can see here, this is our pear tree which we planted just last year. We bought this about the same time, and what we did is we planted it here. We made sure that we laid down plenty of stones first. We put some dirt, we put some fertilizers, some natural fertilizers in here as well. And fortunately what we can see is that we've got lots and lots of flowers coming up. And what that means is that we're going to get lots of fruit. So each one of these flowers, once they become pollinated, will actually become fruit. So the good thing is that this other plot that is owned by someone else, they have a pear tree over here as well, which means that there'll be a nice amount of cross-pollination, which means that we'll be able to get plenty of pears from this one. And we also planted an apple tree, which is on the other side. I don't think we're going to get any fruit on this one, because the only buds coming up seem to just be a few leaves, but hopefully in a year or so we may be able to get some. But we feel quite lucky that at least with the pear, in its first season that we planted it, that we actually are going to have some pears to eat.